really quick, reaction to that fight. What do you think?
That's boxing.
And you think the end of the road for AB?
On seeing Adrien Broner bag the 5th loss of his washed career, boxing professionals quickly gave their reactions through several mediums.
Big shot, that was
Perfect left. And did you say that they picked?
There were a wide range of reactions, with many foreseeing a similar loss for his training mate, Gervonta Davis, come next week.
Your layoff, coming up to your layoff, I thought that was a big deal. You know, even with ring rust and all, I look pretty good, and now it's time to get out there because we want to look even better at the next fight. I have a tremendous camp.
There you go. That's all I want to know. It's KG with Fight Hype.
Hey, cheaters, fuck them. We out of here.
Were you surprised at that knockdown?
Man, that shit just pissed me off, bro.
I feel you. I feel you.
And let's go. We got to get it. I'm blessed and highly favored.
Congratulations. Great win.
Thank you very much. And that's a hint to the next fight. Woo! Let's
Adrien Broner eventually showed up, and when he did in a humbling fashion, one that saw the canvas swallow his tooth. For the most parts of the fight, all Adrien Broner's supporters wanted was for him to throw more punches, as he seemed irritatingly passive against Blair Cobbs, whose shabby defense would have seen him get a bigger punishment from a more competent fighter. Well, Adrien Broner decided to pick himself up later on in the fight, but it was too late for any miracle. A fan had highlighted the last moments of the fight, where Adrien Broner threw a combination to put his opponent in reverse. Sadly, nothing more could be done, as he heard the sound of the bell. Perhaps Adrien Broner's early start was because he thought he was fighting for 20 rounds. Adrien Broner, who is widely known for his magnificent ring walks, walked into the ring with Rick Ross and gave the crowd a thrilling entry. Well, that was the only thrilling thing about him on the night, as he was mainly on the back foot once the bell rang. He seemed reluctant to throw his punches despite his faulty defense. He gave the boastful Blair Cobbs something to brag about, as Cobbs kept jumping up and down the ring like it was a bouncing castle. Adrien Broner was so open that a fan had implored him to leave the ring and go get his guys to shoot Blair Cobbs down, since he failed to deliver shots as he should. With such performance, a knockdown wasn't far off. It was always coming. And when it did come for Adrien Broner, it came with a tooth loss in the second round. He picked up himself and fought till the very end, to the greatest surprise of many. He found his rhythm in the latter rounds, but he was late, as Blair Cobbs won the fight by unanimous decision 97. 9, 96, 93, 96, 93. Probably the only big fighter to be present at the ringside, Teofimo Lopez also shared his feelings regarding the fight once it was over. Other celebrities were present, but considering Adrien Broner's close ties with rappers, he had more top musicians than top boxers show up for the fight. When asked about the fight, Teofimo Lopez quickly quipped, "That's boxing."
Really quick, reaction to that fight. What do you think?
That's boxing.
And you think the end of the road for AB?
A close ally of Adrien Broner, G Herbo, was also ringside, and once the fight was over, he was questioned on what he felt about the outcome of the fight. He said, "They are cheating. They cheated us. Man, that stuff is pissing me off."
There you go. That's all I want to know. It's KG with Fight Hype.
Hey, cheaters, fuck them.
Afterwards, he was asked if he felt Adrien Broner was done, as many are now claiming, or he still had some hope in his friend's career. Before he could respond, an annoyed fan jumped onto the camera and whipped, "He's done!" In all, the fight went just as Anthony Flores had predicted. He had claimed Blair Cobbs was the more active fighter. Hence, it was going to be an easy win for him, as Adrien Broner had become rusty. Before the fight, former American professional lightweight boxer Anthony Flores made his comments regarding Adrien Broner's return to the ring against Blair Cobbs. While he acknowledged Adrien Broner's skills and brilliance, he claimed his era was slightly gone, and there's not much such an inactive fighter can do, regardless of his skillfulness. The more active fighter has the edge. You know, we can joke about Blair in every time, but he's been out there. He's been fighting. You know, he came off a tough loss against the kid from Orange County, Alexis Rocha. He then continued.
You can joke about Blair and everything, but he's been out there. He's been fighting, and you know, he came off a tough loss against what's his name, kid from Orange County.
Alexis Rocha.
Alexis Rocha. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that the more active fighter is going to be the better fighter in this position. Adrien Broner has all the talent, man. That guy is beyond gifted. But if you're not active, you know, I don't know what his lifestyle is, but if you're not in the gym consistently, then you lose it. You lose the step. It's just the way it is. You're a human being. And I don't know how old he is now, but you know, the years start to catch up. I would have to favor Bear in this fight.
But
that's how you know you're a Cali boy. You don't.
No, I'm a Philly
No,
guy.
no, no. You don't even need. Nah, that's probably your second home. You ain't even say Cali. You gave a specific area.
Yeah, I'm not even like area dropping. It's my wife's from California, so that's why I know. But
when asked how the match would turn out, whether it was going to be a decision win or a stoppage, he seemed to favor a decision victory for Blair Cobbs. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. If Maidana can stop Broner, and I think Pacquiao stopped him, I don't know if it'd be a stoppage, but I think it's a stoppage. He was also queried if a loss meant it was finally over for Adrien Broner. Expectedly, Flores claimed Adrien Broner would have to face the ugly sight of retirement if he loses this fight again, as it would be a clear indicator that as long as professional boxing is concerned, he's done and dusted. It's a hard thing being a fighter, like you don't want to admit to yourself the time is up when your time is up. But if it is that kind of scenario, and he loses the fight, all respect to him, it might be time to just let it go, because ultimately, this game continues to grow, the next generation comes up.
But if you're not in the gym consistently, then you lose a step. It's just the way it is. You're a human being, and you know, I don't know how old he is now, but
to him, Adrien Broner won't be able to cope with the surge of young fighters coming from the new generation. He claimed, "There's a batch of young fighters coming out, and it's constantly evolving. If the game is past you, you just have to let that be, that the game is past you." He, however, concluded, "At that point, it's more about your health. You don't want to be in a position where you can't talk." I'm not saying that AB will be in that position, but just in general for every fighter, you don't want to put yourself in the position where your mentality is just not there anymore.
No, no, no. You don't even need. Nah, that's probably your second home. You ain't even say Cali. You gave a specific area.
Yeah, I'm not even like area dropping. It's my wife's from California, so that's why I know. But